an observation of myself that offered some real clarity. I hold my breath a lot. Don't get me wrong, I don't turn blue. Nobody can even notice, except for me, and sometimes not even me. See, God made our bodies to breathe. He made us to be able to do it without even conscious brain power. We just do it. So why was I undoing what God made me to do? I felt I had some questions for myself that required some real honesty. We've all experienced devastating moments. In the devastating times in my life, through postpartum depression after the birth of my son, when my children were in the hospital in very critical condition, when my marriage was in the darkest of places, and I didn't know what the future would hold for my husband and I. Why was my response to what I interpreted as tragedy to suck in air and not let it out? Why, after being a Christian for 20 years, is my response to put my head down, hold my breath, and instead of running toward my God and being held? I wasn't breathing. I hold my breath physically, and I hold my breath spiritually. Ever try to have a meaningful conversation when you're holding your breath? It doesn't work, right? You can't talk if you're not breathing. My prayers become cyanotic. It's a term we use in the medical field for people who aren't getting enough oxygen. They turn blue. But that's what my prayers look like. That's what I think God saw. Now, he had lots of mercy on me, but that's what I was doing, and that was my part. In stressful situations where I can clearly see that I have no control, my tendency, my last-ditch effort, is to hold on to what I think I have control of. After much reflection, I decided that a large part of my denial of oxygen was a result of fear. You see, I fear I will not have the ability to create the outcome that I want, which anyone can agree is a rational fear. Rational fears are important. They're good. They're a gift. They protect us and motivate us to do what is good for survival. But mostly I fear I have to suffer alone, which I know is not only irrational, it is the lie that Satan wants me to believe. God has done everything to prove to me that he wants to be with me. He competes for my attention in every situation. He is the healer that I long for the hurts that I cannot heal in myself. He knows me more intimately than I know myself, and he likes me. Alone is the last thing he wants for me. He's given me sisters like Monique who can pray with me and hold me up when I'm feeling weak. If this is the beauty of the church God calls his bride. And I just forget. I get deceived. So my question is, do you guys hold your breath? Do you have fear? Do you believe that God is fighting for you? Are you breathing or are you not breathing? It's a choice for me. It's a choice for all of us. God gives us the ability to choose. My commitment today is to choose to breathe in whatever situation or circumstances in front of me. To trust that there will be another supply of oxygen when I go to take my next breath. I'm choosing to exhale in the form of prayer. To allow my body to release what I need to release. Being aware that all that I hold on to may feel really safe at the time, but over the long term, it's very toxic. With that, I will choose to acknowledge that I will not suffer alone, that God is here to hold me. I will leave you with this scripture in Deuteronomy chapter 30. I really enjoyed Deuteronomy the last couple of years. It reminds me of how my choices affect not just myself, but also my family, my husband and my children. Deuteronomy 30, verse 19 says, I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live, and that you may love the Lord your God. Listen to his voice and hold fast to him. For For the Lord is your life, and he will give you many years in the land he swore to give to your fathers. So, dear sisters, I encourage you, choose to breathe and choose life.